I hope you guys were like a little bit nostalgic and the least bit as excited as we are to see you all back together again.
Rachel wrote Ross a letter and demanded he read it before they got back together. How many pages was that letter?
18 pages!
18 pages.
Front and back!
Front and back is correct.
Wait, do it one more time!
When you walked on that stage and you were all back together again, what was that feeling like? Matthew, I'm gonna start with you.
We've had a wonderful couple of days. It's been very nostalgic and really just heartwarming couple of days. Being on the set and seeing the old set, and seeing the crew and seeing the old guys, and it's a very loving group. It's
the old guys.
Well, not old guys.
The
older guys. They are older than I am.
Yeah, we're older.
I am the youngest.
Yeah, Matthew's the youngest, so he can get away with saying that.
But seeing Schwimmer and Maddie and
Well, at least you got our names.
and Lisa and Courtney and Jenny, it's a very loving, tight-knit group, and when we see each other, it's a very heartwarming thing.
It's interesting that you say that, Matthew, because David, like, not every TV series, the cast from these shows stay as close as you guys did and are. What about this experience of making this series did that for you all, that made this such a bonding experience?
I think first of all, we felt from the first table read of the pilot, without having met any of the others beforehand, we all felt kind of an instant chemistry going way back. And then when we were shooting the pilot, I think that really solidified, that chemistry solidified.
This is from the one where everyone finds out.
Oh! My eyes! I know.
I remember being incredibly impressed with the other 5 actors. I just thought this was the best casting I had ever seen or been a part of. And then over the 10 years, obviously, we really grew close as a family, and part of the reason was that initial success of the show was something that no one else could relate to or was going through except the other 5 actors. So we really got close because of that experience too.
Okay, I gotta ask, who's making who's is that the girls?
And you're on camera.
I'm not.
Yeah, this is a 3-shot.
Are you in a 3-shot seeing me do that?
I think so.
I look crazy. I look like a crazy person.
That just made my day. So, first of all, Matthew, the over-under on how many times today you're going to hear, could you be any more excited? How many times you're going to hear that?
I've heard that a lot. But I like hearing that.
I'm going to do this while Matthew's talking. So
Turnabout's only fair play.
I thought I wasn't on camera and we're hearing the other interviews. So I thought people were just
They
talking.
just do it to you every single time. This is like old times. I mean, this makes
girls
me feel like
totally
I'm watching
upstaging the guys.
So when I go to them, you guys got to get them back. Like, I just say, run through the damn interview. Just
don't you worry.
Take off.
No, I'm
and
sure
run.
that
It's on.
It's on.
it's on.
You guys, this was so much fun. It does my heart some good seeing you all back together again.
Thank you very much.
Ours too. Yeah,
Nice
thanks
to
for
see
your
you.
time.
Thank
you very much.
And sorry for acting like a crazy person. Girls upstaging the guys. Why would they schedule these interviews on the same stage?
That's a great question.
So anyway,
All we could afford was one stage.
All we could afford was one stage, apparently.
I hear you. Hey, Matt. So for you, what do you think that all these characters, we'll start with Joey. What do you think Joey would be doing in 2021?
Joey Tribbiani in 2021 would probably
Oh, he'd
Yeah.
be
He'd have
brain
10
dead.
kids. He'd have 10 kids.
be-
He'd be brain dead.
brain dead in the unemployment line.
Well, he probably wouldn't be acting, right? I mean, you'd be,
He'd still be trying. Why not?
yeah, maybe you'd be in,
What are you saying?
running a garage or something.
Okay, well, analyze these two. What about Chandler and what about Ross?
Well, Chandler would be involved in the computer world somehow, but we don't know
He'd
why.
be coaching his kid's soccer game, and Ross would be running the museum, playing with the bones.
Playing with the bones.
Playing with the bones.
Just playing with the
Be
bones.
playing with the bones.
Just be playing with the bones.
They really enjoyed that over on Lisa's interview.
You can't write that. Okay, well, before we leave, then let's analyze the women since they've just
Shut up
infiltrated
over
our-
there!
You shut up.
Shut up!
What's Phoebe doing? What's Monica doing? What's Rachel
They're
doing?
making a lot of damn
Interrupting.
noise
Making a
right
lot of
now.
noise.
Interrupting
That's
a
what
lot.
they're doing.
This makes my heart happy seeing y'all together. This is
Hi,
great.
Michelle. How you doing?
Hi.
I'm good. Listen, I gotta jump right into the mess though, because the fellas,
go.
I just talked to them, and
I'm
there's a
sorry.
feeling that you all were being kind of loud on purpose to mess up their interview, to take away their shine.
Girls upstaging the guys. Why would they schedule these interviews on the same stage?
That's a great question.
That's so interesting because we
feels
kind of thought the exact
Yeah.
same thing about them.
Seems like something they would do, not us.
They were loud, especially heard LeBlanc's squawk, and then they're very quiet right now, which makes me nervous.
Yeah, I know. I got nervous.
Right?
I'm like,
Shh. There's something horrible's gonna happen.
LeBlanc just heard squawk.
Maybe you should be a little nervous. I don't know, but maybe you should be a little nervous.
Scared.
It was an incredible time. We became best friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry now.
How amazing was it actually to be back? I know you guys are friends anyway, to be back in this set, on the set with you all together, kind of in this zone again.
I had slept so well the night before, woke up, I wasn't nervous at all, I was just feeling good. The first question, like, how do you feel? I was like, and then started crying. And then I walked on the set and I had no idea that seeing everything look exactly the same and these incredible friends that even though I see these two a lot, I still was just like, Jenna, are you crying as much as me? She's like, yeah. It was just the most emotional thing. And then today she can't stop crying, so.
Okay, so it wasn't just Courtney. You all had that moment.
Yesterday, it was just a real
And once
problem.
her gates opened, then it was
I
just.
couldn't shut it
yeah.
off. You couldn't even, I did plug it, no, nothing.
When I watch the episodes, I'm laughing out loud because you all make me laugh so hard.
Lisa, so I wonder then, do you think about in that moment, like, where would Phoebe be 2021? Or can you even wrap your brain around like where she and everybody else would be today?
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it. I don't think it makes for great storytelling, but because I think they're all, just really happy, and then they get together once in a while. I don't think they live super close together, but you know.
Well, David said Joey would have 10 kids and he would be running a garage somewhere.
Okay.
That's an interesting direction
No
for
longer,
Joey to
yes,
take.
gave
not
up
an
acting.
actor and-
Gave up acting.
I think that I would be like
Chef,
the
own a
competitive.
restaurant.
Do you think?
Own
I
a
was thinking
restaurant.
maybe like a competitive mom at a school, like a mom that was always trying to, you know,
kids.
organize the bake sale or something.
Yeah.
And her kids are probably too old, and she still wants to make sure the bake sale goes well.
I know you guys know that TV casts aren't always as close as you all are. So what was it about this experience with these people that bonded you like it did, and so you're all so close all these years later?
All I can say is that there was something that was laid down at the very, very beginning that kind of went into our neural pathways that we instantly, it was in our DNA that we were family, we were going to take care of each other, and it was without question. There was never competition, there was never, if there was ever a conflict, it was instantly addressed and handled, no eggshells. It was just something, and it's unexplainable, but we're the most grateful women that I know who have been able to be a part of something like this.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Where's the tissue box?
The cast of Friends.
You know, the anticipation. We've been bugging y'all about this for a year, and now here it comes. So what can you tell us about this final version?
Well, I think, sorry, did you
No,
ask
no,
me?
no.
she's
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I think everyone is even more excited to have this experience, having been locked in a home for so long and going through this past year was extremely hard, heartbreaking, hard just to endure, and I think it's going to be an even more welcomed time for people to see it.
There's a lot of things that were planned before COVID happened, and I was so surprised in filming this how great it still was with all of the stipulations and just how you know, Ben Winston was able to pull this off and and he's our producer. But
yeah, and Ben Winston should get an award for everything.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Amazing.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much. And I have to tell you, Courtney, David was here last week co-hosting with us, and we decided if there's going to be a new theme song to this reunion, Coco should re-record it, and she should sing the opening to Friends because her voice is so dope.
She has a beautiful voice. Thank you.
Love that idea.